Oh, fuck, dude. The computer's down again. How are we going to travel through space if the computer's down?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Computer. Computer? See? No Majel Barrett's voice. The computer's down. I don't know how we're going to fly the spaceship.
Computer's down. We could probably just, use a joystick or something.
I didn't learn that. I'm not a pilot. I'm a captain. I'm the goddamn captain of this here ship. Do you know how to do the joysticky thing? I don't know.
No, absolutely not.
All the simulators.
I'm not even trusted to drive the stand-up forklift.
You're not forklift certified. God damn it, dude. This is
23,
22.
The ones that you stand up on and have like a little twirly knob behind you, that thing's scary as hell.
I think in the future we got to teach forklift certification in like elementary school. Like,
absolutely.
These kids at least need to know how to use like hand jacks and shit like that.
I mean,
like pallet jacks.
I have a feeling in the future, like, school will just be like the Amazon warehouse training ground. Like you'll just learn Amazon package math and forklift certification.
Yeah, dude, my job is so much fucking Amazon. You have no idea how much Amazon the USPS delivers. It's insane. Which
I feel is kind of bullshit. I feel like they should be using their own fleet if it's
they do for certain things. So for if you see like if it's overnight or one day shipping, it's usually their own people because they have a supply chain that's very reactive setup. That like the markets change and like people are offered more based on like demand and like how many packages of like higher priced items are going out in a certain area that are required within a certain amount of time. And so but then like they make certain decisions based on a lot of stuff that makes it so we literally have to come in on Sunday for what is called Amazon Sunday, because all we do on Sunday and it's not the full force. It's not the whole office. It's only basically the new people with no seniority who do not have a route yet. And there's like usually about like 10 people that show up. And that's out of an office of, I think, like 80 regular carriers. So, and then they have fill-ins and stuff. So altogether, there's like 100 carriers like in the office. And there's 6 people that are like low enough on the totem pole to where they have to work Sundays, and then some who choose to just for the extra money, and they like working the Sundays because it's a pretty chill shift. Not gonna lie, I like delivering packages. It's kind of neat. I don't know.
Make everyone's day, bring them their little trinkets and trinkets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a treat bringer.
Their tchotchkes.
Everyone's so happy. I love when I like catch people in their driveway. Like, I don't know, like some people don't like the social interaction of the job, but like when I like have to get a signature from someone for something, or I meet someone for some reason, I think it's fun. It's a fun interaction. It's a fun way to meet people, because like you're there in an official capacity. No one dislikes the mail guy, No. I mean, it's
except dogs. Dogs hate them.
Dogs hate me now. I've never had a problem with dogs. All dogs hate me now. I don't know what it is. No, straight up. I started at the USPS. Suddenly, all dogs hate me. I'm like, wait a second. No, dogs don't hate me. Dogs are friendly with me. Dogs like me. I'm a dog person. Come on.
Yeah, it's just now it's like they have an ancestral memory that the postal carrier is like a villain to them.
I know.
It's like I think what they should do is they should just completely redesign mail carrier outfits.
I think that's the thing. It's such shades of blue and gray that enrages dogs. I don't know what it is. Like, yeah.
They should do a test where they see what colors are pleasing to the dog's vision spectrum, and also just change it enough so it's like it's not instantly recognizable as a mail carrier. So then like it'll completely disrupt like 100 odd years of just like this trained hatred of postal carriers.
I know, it's so fucked up.
Yeah, they won't know what to do. They'll just see you as like another person.
Yeah,
who just happens to have packages.
Yeah, they should definitely have more variety in like postal outfits. I'm not gonna lie, because like
and to like because to kind of think about that. I mean, though actually, I don't know if you saw that post. Like the guy who does the voice of Brack, he's an Amazon delivery driver.
Oh yeah.
He was bitten by a dog really bad, but also Amazon has like what colors they have, like blue and gray. But notice dogs like UPS guys, they like FedEx guys.
Do they like those guys?
Yeah, I've always seen good.
I think the brown is kind of disarming for dogs. I think dogs trust brown.
Yeah, they trust brown. So that's I'm gonna write up a proposal, and I better be paid like $1 million for this.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wear brown. I'm gonna look like I'm fucking into like steampunk or some shit. Because I'm already like a goth, so the way I dress and like the way even I'm like a top button guy. I'll wear a tie if I'm able for my job.
There's like they do a whole test and they find out that like dogs actually really enjoy steampunk type stuff. They like gears and top hats and monocles and steam randomly popping out of your neck. So then like that'll be the new USPS mail carrier uniforms.
They have fucking the mail trucks. They just retrofit them with all these like steam whistles and shit like that.
It's like the photo player, that thing that's like, you have to hit all like you have to hit all the thing. So it's like when you drive it, you have to be hitting all these knobs and buttons and go like pull on a thing, go boing, boing, and then that's what makes it drive.
Yeah, totally.
It's like you're just driving that way and you're just like, I want to kill myself. You spend 8 hours a day.
Don't kill yourself. Instead, you should go to patreon.com/dumbidiotbs and help support our show and us talking about stuff like this. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but for certain monies, you can get certain tiers. Big thing is, for as little as $2 a month, you can vote on what new episodes we do, either here or on the Media Dungeon. You can, I don't know, there's a bunch of other shit on there, right? There's like 6 different podcasts worth of shit on there. Probably altogether like, I don't know, 500, 600, 700 episodes worth of shit, dude. You can check it out. We got all types of stuff. A million
years. Like you will not be able to watch it all. You will die.
Yeah, like I wasn't talking about the Media Dungeon yet. No, it was just.
No, I wasn't either. I was talking about just a podcast.
Oh yeah, just the podcast. Yeah, I have recorded more podcasts somehow than I've actually lived in hours.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. I have 600 episodes of podcasts. I don't have 600 episodes in my life, honestly.
Yeah, you were trapped in that Groundhog Day causal loop type thing. And so like you were just able to, and the Groundhog Day thing, you were able to just do nonstop recording, and somehow that all the episodes they didn't reset at the end of the day. They're all there at the end when you finally broke the curse and were able to emerge from the Groundhog Day loop.
Agreed. So life is a Groundhog Day, isn't
it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, some days you just wake up and you're like, hey, this is another day, but it's kind of the same day, isn't it? When you have a routine, when you have a thing you do.
You always see that guy you went to high school with, and you punch him in the face eventually, and
You gotta punch people in the face eventually.
I don't know if you watched, like, was it Palm Springs? That's the same concept as Groundhog Day. It's pretty good. It has Andy Samberg.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard it's pretty good. I like the concept.
I like
it's a fun concept to play with. Groundhog Day is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. So today we're here to talk about some Star Trek Prodigy. Oh yeah, Dumb Idiot BS.
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
Patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. Yeah, we are here to talk about a second episode of Star Trek Prodigy for today. So today we're going to talk about Season 2, Episode 4, Temporal Mechanics 101, which they already brought it back. They're really driving that home. That's their motif, Temporal Mechanics 101 here.
Yeah, this is really giving the importance to children that you need to friggin' read. Read a damn book.
Hell yeah, baby.
You stupid dum-dums.
Take a look. It's in a book of reading Rainbow. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
I saw someone post today, like LeVar Burton posted, like, it's Thursday, y'all, and a picture from Reading Rainbow, or like something where he's like making a rainbow with his hands, and someone's like, do you always have to do this woke shit? What does that have to do with Thursday?
This is fucking Reading Rainbow. It's a rainbow. He owns a rainbow. He's the Rainbow Man. Reading Rainbow. Don't you remember? Come on, guy. Woke shit. Get out of here.
Yeah. If he's associated with two things for the rest of his life: visors and rainbows.
Yeah.
And it's like if you see a LeVar Burton post, it's going to be two of those things somehow incorporated into it. Like, how is this a surprise to anybody?
Right. Come on. You can't change the stripes on that tiger, baby. Don't want to. Beautiful Rainbow Man. So let's talk about some Star Trek Prodigy. Temporal Mechanics 101, Season 2, Episode 4. This one first aired July 1st, 2024, released in tandem with the rest of the episodes of this season, all 20 at once, by Netflix. We've got this is the 23rd of 39 episodes in Prodigy, and the 922nd episode released in all of Star Trek. This one was written by Keith Sweet II, who's a staff writer for the second season of Prodigy, whose only real other previous work I could find was a production assistant on the Cloverfield Paradox, which I haven't seen but haven't heard great things about. This one is directed by Ben Hibben, who is the director of 7 episodes of Prodigy, including both Lost and Found, both Moral Stars, and the Season 1 finale. So, very experienced director. When we open, Murph stands amongst a swirling hologram, seemingly babbling to himself. Rock Talk finds him and demands to know what Murph is doing there by himself before being interrupted by Admiral Catherine Janeway, paging her to the USS Voyager A's bridge. As Rock Talk leaves, the reflection of a figure is visible in Murph's eye. Dun 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 dun. On the bridge, Commander Thysis warns Janeway that the wormhole is destabilizing. Thysis has lost all contact, and something has gone very wrong. The tachyon reading suggests that the timeline was altered in a pattern that Tysus has never seen, leading him to wonder why they're still here if history has changed. Janeway suggests that the temporal shielding on the Infinity, which is designed to resist temporal paradoxes in the wormhole, is preserving their reality for now. I love temporal shielding as a plot device.
Yeah, as a plot protector. It's
just like... it is literally plot armor. It's like no, but we got this special armor. It does this thing.
Yeah, we got this special thing. It'd be funny if it's called like the, proton. Just like is an acronym for plot. We got plot armor, the positron.
Reaction.
Oh, give me another.
No, PL.
What is it?
Positron, lithium.
Yeah, the protonic lithium positronic device or something.
No.
Just
device.
Yeah, device.
Tysus has been trying to establish the contact with Infinity, but there's too much interference to establish a connection. Tysus suggests that they could find another probe, but its shielding is too weak unless they can find a way to compensate. Rock Talk suggests that they could boost the signal to stabilize the gravitational effects, which should last long enough to carry at least a basic message. Janeway agrees to the suggestion and assigns Rock and Tysus to do it together. Oh, Rock Talk's they're useful. I like them being useful. And Janeway realizing how useful
they missed out on like the big adventure. Right, so they get to have the adventure on the ship.
Right, and get more respect from Janeway than all the others.
Yeah. be the good rock monster.
Exactly. Everyone loves a good rock monster. So on 2436 column, 2 Vonukad guards watch the wormhole in the sky, and one argues that the USS Protostar is gone and the odds of finding their weapon in that time anomaly are 100 to 1. The other guard removes his helmet, revealing himself to be the Diviner, Gwen's father, and says that they will send 100 ships then. For now, they will search for the escaped prisoners. Watching through binoculars from outside the crashed Infinity, Dahl warns the others that the Vonukad have started the search party. However, Jenkum Pog tells Dahl that the ship isn't even close to flying, and complaining won't fix their broken plasma injectors. Or his broken penis. Jenkum politely asks for
using that detached hand too much.
No, definitely. He's, you turn up the grip too high, buddy. It's gonna like blow that shit out of the base. I know. I've been there.
You've been there.
We've all been.
It's like you need to write a very concerned letter to Jenkum Pog. Be like,
yeah,
gotta watch out.
Better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Jenkum Pog is cranking his hog. So Jenkum asks for more time, which Dahl says is what got them into this mess in the first place. Time. Good one, Dahl. However, Majel tells Dahl that this was because of him that they arrived too early, with Zero adding that losing the Protostar has caused the timeline to be altered, and they have no idea what else changed. Frustrated, Dahl tells his friends that he knows, and they need to fix this. Infinity is held by Janeway, and Majel reveals that due to Dahl and the others' reckless actions, they lost both Chakotay and the Protostar in the wormhole. Despite being visibly devastated by the news that they've lost the chance to save her old friend, Janeway decides to deal with that later. Janeway warns the Infinity crew that their actions may have had more disturbing consequences than they know. But, I mean, is losing, like, Chakotay, is that really very good? I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like this is, like, the perfect excuse to finally just get rid of him once and for all. Like, or maybe that's what she was meaning to do, like she had to like act like she was going to do something just so she wouldn't like, cause any sort of like scandal inside Starfleet. So she was just like, "Oh, Jellicoe said we can't go through with this," you know. And so she was like, just had to like wait there. That's all she had to do.
Right.
Was just wait a little bit longer, and she could have gone home and just like written off Chakotay as just like, "Yep, you know, that's what happens when you're in Starfleet sacrifice," and no one would have been the wiser. No one would have questioned it. No one would question it at all. She could have been like, "Oh, you know, blasted Starfleet, you know, bureaucracy kept me from saving my friend," and then like, of course. Dahl and crew had to go mess that up, and like they actually do save him.
So Tysus reveals that they lost contact with Gwyn's diplomatic ship, the Sacagawea, shortly after the Infinity's departure, and they fear that this could be the first sign of a temporal paradox. Dahl is horrified by the idea that their actions might have caused Gwyn to be erased from existence, like Marty McFly style. But the two ships lose the connection before Voyager can tell them anything more. Suddenly, the lights in the ship start flickering, and the console displays a message reading "Save Gwyn" in like very 8-bit letters, and the coordinates leading to somewhere on this planet. Dahl asks if this message is coming from Voyager, to which the mysterious entity replies it's not. And for some reason, he like says this out and like kind of has to like type it out. It's really weird. Yeah, very very strange scene. I think to make it more relatable to like trying to interact with AI now or something.
Yeah.
Zero wonders who sent the message if it wasn't from Voyager, but Dahl doesn't care and orders Jenkum to fix the ship while the rest of them go to the coordinates. If Gwyn needs help, then they're going to help her, even though Gwyn is 52 years in the past. And the crew doesn't understand how they're supposed to help someone 52 years in the past. But in the present.
Yeah. Or are they in the future? Oh, yeah. No, they're in the future. Yeah, she's in the present. That's right.
Yeah.
I kept getting confused. I'm like, wait, who's in the future again?
Yeah, she took a... Yeah, she took a ship in the present to talk to them, because in the future, yeah, it's hard to explain. So
thankfully, this episode does kind of address like I think they do a good job of like breaking it down for kids, the mechanics of time travel, and also not just for kids, also the stupider adults, i.e. me.
It's Temporal Mechanics 101, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Need that shit.
So, in the present, Gwyn continues to lay in a cavern when she's suddenly thrust into a vision of space with a glowing spiral shape in front of her. The mysterious orb that had previously contacted Voyager calls out to Gwyn from the spiral, telling her to stay present. This isn't her time, and says, "You need to be together." It's very, very mysterious. What does that mean? Gwyn awakens in a cavern where she continues to phase in and out as her father descends to help her. Gwyn apologizes for failing him, referring to him as the diviner, and phases through his hands as Gwyn's condition worsens. He can't get her out, but he won't leave her either. Good father material here. Sounds like a nice guy. In the future...
Yeah, I mean, they give it up for him. What is he supposed to be, like 20-something years old at this point? Like, seems like a young guy.
Yeah, he's just starting out. He's just starting divining at this age. He's just working in an observatory, observing. I don't know what he's observing exactly, but he's in an
You imagine 20 years old and they're like somebody comes up to you like, you're like, "I'm your future from the future," and you'd be like, I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, I'd be like, how'd they get around my vasectomy? That's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy, man.
That is pretty fucking wild.
I don't know what I'd say. I'd be like, all right, well, cool. What do you want? I mean, I want some cool answers, and like, what stocks do I need to invest in to retire early? Like, what's popping off, baby? You know. I hope you came with some fucking information.
Give me
for
some stock tips and shit.
Yeah. I want that real shit. Something that'll fucking help me get out of the capitalism game and into the.
And also it would help out that kid too. But then like maybe they wouldn't, because you know it'd be hard to come up to him, because even like talking to her dad, I feel like endangers her existence somehow in the future. Like, isn't that like one thing? That's why Marty McFly had to keep his identity a secret, because he couldn't just be like, that's why he had to make out with his mom and go to second base with her.
That's all they filmed is second base, but
that's all they filmed
in the script for it, which it goes a little further. Let's say he hits a couple homers. He's a grand slam. We'll say he is. Is Calvin Klein is what she knows him as, because that's what his underwear say.
Let's just say he ate a grand slam breakfast.
Let's say Denny's is open all night, baby. Let's say, what the fuck is up, Denny's? You know what I'm saying? So, in the future, Doll Zero and Majel follow the coordinates, and Majel expresses concern. This could be a trap set by the Von Nukat to flush them out. Doll accuses her of not understanding that sometimes you have to take risks to do the right thing, but Majel feels that the closest thing to the Starfleet officers on this mission, they can be nothing less than perfect. Fed up, Doll tells Majel to go back to the ship to help Jenkum if she's too scared to help, calling it even more illogical to leave Doll alone than to walk into a possible trap. Majel continues to follow him. The coordinates lead the group to the entrance of a cavern where Gwyn is trapped in the present, and she's phasing in and out. Both Majel and Zero notice Doll's terror is at going into the deep chasm, and Zero levitates the three down after a brief argument. And this is kind of a fun scene where Magel's kind of like calling out Doll, and Zero is like, I'm gonna solve this, and it shows their strength as a team,
Yeah.
So at the bottom of the cavern, now in ruins, there's no sign of Gwyn. However, hearing a strange noise, Doll uses Zero as a flashlight and a fleshlight, and finds like a vision of Gwyn lying nearby in pain. She's like phasing in and out. As Doll calls out to her, Gwyn calls out for Doll and Zero in the present, confusing her dad. Doll is able to sense that Gwyn is in pain, while Zero detects that her quantum signature is displaced, like Gwyn is unethered from reality and fluctuating across time itself, which is how I feel when I goon a little too hard.
Also, like, you think, like, I know that, like, that chasm hasn't been used in, like, a millennia or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, well, wouldn't there also be, like, and if she's fluctuating throughout time, would that mean all the way back? So then, like, there's people who are actually using it, maybe like painting the Egyptian hieroglyphs that see her, and they're just like, "Oh shit, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, dude? So, not like, hey, we should help her. They're like, whoa, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, I see you.
That's really messing. That, so cool. It could affect the whole history of their entire people. Mm-hmm. Maybe like she's actually in the Egyptian hieroglyphs. Maybe we didn't look closer to it. Like they just like the guy's painter. It's like, well, that's fucking weird. There's a girl suffering on the floor.
Yeah. So Majel notes that Gwyn is in the same chamber as them, but her existence is uncertain, like Schrodinger's cat. Doll wants to call Voyager to save her, but Majel warns him that Gwyn is degrading too quickly. By the time the Voyager makes it to the Delta Quadrant, it may be too late to save her. Zero wonders why someone sent them to save Gwyn the message in the belief that the Infinity crew could help Gwyn when they're separated from her by 52 years. Zero suddenly realizes that the shortest distance between them isn't space but time, and after a brief argument, Zero says that they need to build a time machine. Or it's more just like Doll freaking out, and he's like, could you translate your nerd talk for me? And it's pretty intolerant, I'm gonna be honest, Doll. Pretty intolerant dog.
Yeah, how does he expect to be like in command? Like, what's he doing here?
Yeah, I know, right? So in the present,
also, I do like how it seems like Doll conceptualizes command as just like telling the ship to go and telling people how to do things.
I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's kind of having a good knowledge of like people and like their functions and things, and not like a full knowledge of everything. I mean, it is kind of having a full knowledge of everything, but it's a lot of things, I think. I don't know. I've never captained a ship, so I have proverbially, I guess. I've captained a grocery store ship, but I don't know. So in the present, Gwen stabilizes somewhat and asks her dad if he'd heard that, explaining that she thought that she had heard her friends who sounded like they were right there. He suggests that Gwen needs some rest, and she guesses that he thinks she's crazy, which, I mean, if you're phasing in and out of time and you just said you're my daughter from the future, I'm thinking that anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what if he's like, damn, you hot though, you bussin'. Like, what? But you're my dad. He's like, yeah, but maybe that's hot. That's kind of like the porn I watch though, so maybe.
She's like, damn it, I gotta be my own mom.
Yeah, right? That's the causality loop, yeah. She has to stay and give birth to herself, raise herself.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Breastfeed herself.
And it's kind of like in Time Cop when like the two dudes touch each other and meld into like one thing and get killed, and that's like the moment she's born, they just like do the same thing and just melt into a pile of goo.
That's horrific. That's Cronenbergian. But we'll get to that later.
Oh yeah.
So Iltheron tells his daughter that he looks forward to meeting her friends, and she tells him that a different him did meet them in a different timeline. He asks her for more information about the alternate timeline where he's the diviner, but Gwen isn't sure he wants to hear about that, explaining that depending on who you asked, he was a monster, a soldier, a tyrant, but always a father last. He promises his daughter that he's not the diviner, that he's here now, and he's putting her first. So he's like stepping up. Like he is the father who stepped up, even though like at this point he's only like maybe like 10 years older than her. So it's right.
Yeah, she's just a twinkle in his eye.
Right.
And a nut in his balls.
Right.
If they have that, like if these people have that.
Yeah, they those people, the Volnucot, yeah, they probably have some big old dangly balls. You think about it. I mean, they're like a desert people.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, like.
I feel like they use Egyptians like symbology, and I feel like the Egyptians have some big old balls. Is that racist? I hope not. I think they got some big old balls, baby, and that's in a complimentary fashion. That's how I was saying that. Hey boy, you got some big old balls.
Let's find the like X-rated Egyptian hieroglyphs, that have like see how they thought balls would look in art, and what their feeling of balls were with the ancient Egyptians, whether they made them like really huge or very small and taut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we'll have to do some more research on Egyptian balls, so we'll get back to that later. But Gwen asks her dad what he had meant earlier when he'd said that they need to be together, but he's confused and tells her that it wasn't him who said that, it was some other figure, leaving Gwen wondering who did in her vision. On the Infinity, and Dahl tells Jenkum that they've got an emergency and asks for an upgrade to the ship's status. Jenkum reveals that the warp engine relays are busted, the structural integrity is shot, and even though he has done everything to the Starfleet book, the Infinity won't fly. Dahl asks Jenkum, "Hey, what if we don't need to fly?" Dun 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 dun. Voyager is able to contact them again, and Dahl tells Janeway that Gwyn is in trouble, but they're going to go save her. Janeway thinks that the Alder timeline is already unraveling the past, pointing out that Gwyn is the only one whose very existence is tied to Taurus Lamorta and the Protostar's presence being there. So, like, if the Protostar hadn't landed there, then, like, she wouldn't be born, basically. Zero reveals that they hope to travel backwards in time directly to Gwyn, and Majel explains that while studying on Voyager, she came across a mission log where Lieutenant Worf was able to jump between quantum timelines by generating an inverse warp field siphoned by a temporal anomaly. I don't remember this episode, do you?
Is that the one where it's his the birthday episode, and everything there's subtle changes to every single time, like Data has different eye color, and then
maybe, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
he keeps getting sick, like they're singing happy birthday to him, and he goes like, oh god, and everything, and then like at first it's like subtle changes, like there's like a painting's different or something, and then like Data's eye color changes and all that stuff. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that episode.
Parallels, that one.
That's fun. I think it's like last season.
Yeah, it's season 7, episode 11. 7-11. That's today, baby. That's today. It's free fucking Slurpee Day. Go get a free Slurpee. It's free Slurpee Day. Let's fucking suck each other's dicks at free Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven in the bathroom.
Can you imagine, like, it's like on that day, it's like you can bring any kind of vessel you want and they'll fill it with Slurpee. Yeah. You just like fill up my dick. Put it in my dick hole. put
it right in my dick. I want a sound with the Slurpee straw, and you just stick it right over and do it. Let's do it.
You can't deny me this. It's against the law to deny me.
Do it for
filling
me,
my dick hole with Slurpee.
Do it for me, baby. I want it so hard. Oh, yeah. This is the episode with the desperate Riker. It's such a good on the view screen with a giant shitty beard. We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, where the fuck were we? So Voyager reestablishes contact with them. Zero reveals that they hope to travel backwards in time directly to Gwyn and drop the Worf thing. So Rock Taka realizes that the Infinity crew is going to steal some energy from the wormhole to send their ship back in time and save Gwyn. Janeway agrees that it's worth a shot, and Dahl asks her to send all of the information that Voyager has on Temporal Mechanics 101, which Dahl watches. Next, we get a very institutional instructional video with Dr. Aaron, who explains time travel is a series of dominoes. You have to make sure the big events in history happen, and sometimes you love to give history a little nudge. Dahl skips to chapter 5 about building a time machine, and then chapter 15 about time anomalies. He watches it as a reference guide while the Infinity's crew rebuilds a starship to a makeshift time ship, attaching large energy collectors to the ship and lowering it on cables into the cavern where Gwyn is located. As watchers locate the ship, a pleased Jenkum reports that the time drive is online and the ton inverter is inverting, and they may have actually pulled this off and built a fucking time machine, which, cool.
Which is kind of fascinating that they would even include that in Temporal Mechanics 101, given that time travel is so outlawed and Starfleet. It's just like when they basically
purposes.
give instruction on how to build one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, here's completely how to do it. It's just kind of like, giving like an anarchist cookbook or, this is also like the 2-year anniversary of the guy who built the gun to shoot the Japanese prime minister. So it's just
it's in that case, it's the 1-year anniversary since I got banned from Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
For inciting violence against political figures, because I said doing that was a pretty cool thing for doing a Shinzo Abe.
That'll do it.
Yep.
I mean, it is one of the most effective forms of with all the gun violence we have in America, that was one shot from a makeshift gun was able to do more, change more, and
say more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's something to say here in America, but it's like it's drowned out by too many voices. Just the way that it's hard to have a band anymore because there's so many fucking voices there now, and it's hard to rise to the top of any kind of fucking scene because they're all so congested. So Zero warns the others that they should hurry because they've got company. The Infinity draws power from the wormhole, and with energy levels optimal, Dahl tells him to go fast. His captain thing. The ship generates an inverse warp field, and it appears to be working, only to have the field fizzle out and the ship fall to the ground. As watchers fall on the ship and begin cutting into it, Jenkum finally loses his cool and resorts to banging on the console. Much to Jenkum's amazement, this works and the ship powers up again. He says, "Jenkum is back, baby!" Which I really enjoyed. As a watcher breaks through the front window and nearly kills Dahl, the Infinity begins to time travel, causing time to reverse inside the warp field, sending the watchers off the ship and fixing the broken window. Infinity disappears through time with a flash of light that reaches the surface where it's witnessed by the Diviner. The Infinity lands in a cavern in the present where Gwyn and her friends reunite. Although they're freaked out to see the Diviner, whom Gwyn realizes reassures the other that this is her father and is on their side right now. He is amazed to meet intelligent life from other worlds, and he backs off so the crew could tend to Gwyn. But also, he's 50 years younger here, too. He would, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not.
He should have been like, "Can I please come along?"
So
I'm wondering if it will happen at some point in this season, but I'm wondering if maybe they're the reason why he becomes evil in the first place.
Those damn kids.
Also, I guess they are protected by the plot armor, but it's just I feel. I guess it wouldn't change his. He basically runs the child slave mine. And so introducing them to him when he's a young man, wouldn't he just be like, "Hey, those are those blasted teens who ruined my life. Execute them immediately."
Yeah, absolutely.
They find the protostar. They find the thing that I was trying to find. Execute them, and so I can find it instead.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that should happen. We'd love to see a public execution.
Yeah. Public child execution.
Pretty cool. Make the risk, Hegman brothers. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of episodes to go in this season. So Zero explains they received a mysterious message, and Gwyn thinks that she may have heard them too. Zero wonders how that's possible, and Dahl explains to Iltheron that Gwyn's condition is because they had accidentally altered the timeline, leaving Gwyn caught between quantum realities in a superposition where she both does and doesn't exist, something that Dahl learned from reading Temporal Mechanics 101, and he asks, "Haven't you read Temporal Mechanics 101?" Which was a joke I called in the last episode. Hadn't watched it yet. I could write this in my sleep now. No, I liked it. It was cute. Zero uses a chronotonic hypo spray to stabilize Gwyn long enough to move her, which is What? Since when do you have that? But Jenkum tells Dahl that the Infinity can't fly. They salvaged every part of the ship in order to turn it into a time machine. As Jenkum explains the numerous problems keeping them from flying the ship, the Infinity powers up and lifts off, mysteriously repaired, which Zero calls another gift from their mysterious benefactor. So there's someone behind the scenes doing something for him here. The ship lands, and although it's completely illogical, as Majel points out, Dahl doesn't care. Iltheron tells his daughter that after searching for so long for his purpose in the stars, she has finally given him one. He wishes that they had more time together, and Gwyn, thanking her father for not leaving her, promises to come back and says Iltheron can write his own future. Iltheron promises to do what he can on Solemn and hopes to see his daughter again, asking Gwyn's friends to take care of her. In the council chambers, Essentia tells Cathon and Vorum that there are enemies amongst them and above them, and the Vau-N'Akat must militarize for an uncertain future. The three spot the Infinity launching into space in the distance, and immediately grasping the implications, Essentia uses it as proof of enemies amongst their people. Iltheron climbs out of the cavern in time to see the ship jump to warp. On board the Infinity, Dahl holds Gwyn and encourages her to hang on a bit longer, and Gwyn is devastated by her inability to save Solemn. Dahl promises Gwyn that there's always time, and once they get her better, Gwyn will go back to being the Queen of Solemn. On the bridge, Majel tells Zero that while this interlude has been unusual, Zero is the most illogical in their band of misfits, which flusters Zero, who has trouble finding a response, and I think these two are lesbians at this point.
Yeah, they could be doing something. Like what they could actually do, who knows?
Yeah, well, how does
I guess hold hands.
Yeah, Zero's got to have that spooky sex. Spooky sex. Some weird shit, because all they can do, like, all they can do is like watch and like do. You know, I guess they can be physically involved-ish, but like, do they feel it? Through their metal body? I don't know.
Oh, I've already written a letter. I sent it to Paramount.
You mean a fan fiction that you sent to Paramount?
Yeah, I wrote a fan fiction, and I just got a response in my email. Let's see. It says, I think I'm under arrest. I'm sorry. So Jenkum reports the engines and shields are working great and compliments the work of their magic mystery friend. Voyager hails the Infinity, and Janeway welcomes the crew back to their century. Dahl reports that they have Gwen, but they're losing her, and Janeway has them set course for a rendezvous. Rock reassures her friends that they'll figure this out when they're back together. In her sleep, Gwen mutters what the entity told her about how they need to be together. Gwen awakens on Voyager where Dahl apologizes to Janeway for their failure to save Chakotay, but she tells him that they'll discuss it later since Gwen is what matters right now. The Doctor explains that Gwen was bouncing between quantum timelines, so he had to improvise a bit and use a phase discriminator to build her a temporal stabilizer in the form of an armband that she's wearing. She's like, what the fuck is this? So she's got her own mobile emitter.
Yeah, it's more like an ankle bracelet though.
Yeah.
Because she did wrong. So
yeah, she's a sex offender.
She's a time offender now, is what she is. She's doing time, baby. Doing time. So, while it's not a permanent solution, at least Gwen is still there. It was a miracle that the Infinity crew got Gwen back when they did, but they still have no clue who sent them that message to save her or who fixed the ship. Gwen is sure that whoever it is, they're trying to help them, and for some reason, they're going through a lot of trouble to bring everyone together. Who do you think this motherfucker is?
Oh, it's the dude from Enterprise.
I think so too, and also the end of Star Trek Discovery. That was David Cronenberg. It's David Cronenberg. I hope it's David Cronenberg. I'd be so cool if it was David Cronenberg. I would love to see David Cronenberg on this.
I meant the evil guy from Enterprise that you never see, and that was never revealed. It was supposed to be, I guess, supposed to be future Archer, but they never got to reveal that.
Oh, okay.
You know, the guy who
the other guy. Okay,
yeah. I think I was wondering if it's like, because it's like he's kind of like shrouded the same way, so I wonder if it's just like, what are they called, the Suleiman? I wonder if it's the dude that like got the Suleiman, and so it's the evil future Archer that's helping out now.
I hope so. I would love to see it. I mean, especially if it was played by Bakula.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so sick.
Taking a Bakula, baby. Bakula shots.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
They've brought back like everybody else, so it's like, do it. Do bring back, like, Scott Bakula is still sprightly. He's still a young dude. He's still out there. He's acting. Yeah. Bring it back. Bring back Bakula.
Bring Bakula.
Bring Bakula back.
Bring Bakula. That's all I got. Rock suddenly notices that Murph is missing from the gathering of juggalos, that is. Elsewhere on the ship, Murph is meeting with the humanoid figure once again, who is revealed to be the mysterious entity that has been helping them. The entity is surrounded by purple energy and is only partially visible. Finally, you're all here, but I don't have much time. They're coming for me. Good luck, it says to Murph, and fucking disappears. The end of the episode.
Boom.
Yeah, there was it was another cool episode. There was a lot more meat on this bone than the first two episodes, I think. First two were a lot more set up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they got it. They got the gang back together. So, like, I think we'll probably see some more standalone episodes going forward, I'm guessing, you know.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Like, you know, while that pushes along the main narrative, and we'll also get some little side adventures with, like, the Doctor and Janeway and also our friends.
Mm-hmm.
The Prodigies.
And the Prodigies, yeah. We got the guy with the mohawk on both sides, and the black dude, and then a couple other white dudes who play keyboards and shit. Fucking love Prodigy, dude. Fat of the land. Fucking iconic.
Inhale, you're the victim.
Yeah, that one.
Mine.
Yeah, I like that song.
I remember what he says there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Inhale, you're the victim.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Wonder what that guy looks like now. The dual mohawk guy.
Oh, he died.
I guess it'd be a doohawk.
Yeah, he did. He died.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Did he die? Really?
Yeah, he really did.
A
few years back. Yeah. So he looks like a skeleton, I'm sure.
Yeah. I hope they buried him with the doohawk.
Yeah, unless they cremated him, which they might have done. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that'd be a waste.
Yeah. So, what do you think of this episode?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah. Really did a good job of explaining temporal mechanics for kids and dumb people like us.
Yes. Yeah, like I feel like I understood things more about temporal mechanics. You know, we got to learn together. But I do think it's funny that they would. I mean, I think they kind of simplified like how, like, the building of a time machine. They basically built a time machine on a deserted planet with the parts that were available to them.
Hey, listen, Jengum's a great engineer. All right, he's the fucking Mucinex guy. All right, he's the Mucinex.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if like it's like, you know, another version of Castaway would be like Tom Hanks building a time machine with like the volleyball with Wilson and like the other shit that washed ashore. He's just like, well, I'm gonna build a time machine so I that doesn't happen anymore. Like, I get like they have like a next generation ship almost, but so that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I don't know. It's It's a kid show. Yeah, you're right. It is.
It's a kid show. Yeah.
It does suspend disbelief.
Yeah, it definitely suspended me because like I do like the story, so I'm just like, I think I've said that before, where it's just like, if the story's good, like I can excuse any manner of things that don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like,
especially when you get into like multiple timelines and shit like this, like bringing someone back who disappeared from a timeline because you took away the event that made her be born. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it is very convoluted. It doesn't exactly make sense. But
no.
But they definitely have the temporal time armor, and then they have the armband that keeps her in time. Her ankle monitor. Yeah. So yeah, there's some stuff going on here. I don't think it's like too far out of a lot of what Star Trek has done, but it is what it is. I thought it was pretty good. It is, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like I was so into what was going on. I was just like, yeah, sure, okay, they built a time machine, but thinking back, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there would be the components because like the chronoton whatever's there's probably on board since it has temporal shielding and stuff. So I wouldn't say it's probably out of possibility. I think enough is there to
Yeah, we don't know what time travel stuff they keep on the ships now either, because apparently they had a chronotonic hypospray. So apparently they have all types of like they have fucking like anti-time travel shit in their med kits. So who knows how like many precautions they take with time travel and like what they can do with the ship's engine. And also they have a chapter in the fucking Temporal Mechanics 101 about creating a time machine. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
That'd be true.
Gosh, yeah, the sun, the hot room, making me sleepy too. Could go for a nap. We got one more podcast.
Nap
to do
time.
After this, so. All right. Well, you got anything else to say on this episode?
Yeah, go watch it, and I'm excited for more Prodigy. I'm crossing my fingers for Captain Archer to be the mysterious figure talking to Murph.
Hell yeah, we'd love to see it. I am gonna say the mysterious figure is going to be Chakotay.
Yeah, that'd suck, but it probably is. But I don't know.
I want my Bacula. I
want my Bacula.
I'd be cool if it was Harry motherfucking Kim too.
That would be awesome.
Ensign Harry.
Yeah, I mean, we do need Harry. I think we were saying that last episode. Mm-hmm. Like, we need Harry Kim to make an appearance.
We do. He's available. No, he's
available.
He's waiting for that call.
Garrett Wang, hit him up.
Yep, hit up that Wang, baby. All right. That's all I got. I think that's a great place for us to leave it. Thanks for hanging with us, Soyagers. Be well, travel safe, and go watch Prodigy. It's good as fuck. Oh yeah, I give this episode a 7 out of 10. Cool. No, sorry.
Yeah, it sounds appropriate. All right. Well, thanks for hanging with Soy Boys, Girls, and Overly Beans.
Hang dog and shocker.
Hang dog and shocker.
Soy, 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 soy. Soy, soy, soy.